We welcome you inside the Carrier Dome on a beautiful October night here in Syracuse, New York, as the unranked Syracuse Orange gear up to take on the number 22 ranked North Carolina State Wolfpack, currently sitting at 5-1. The Orange also sit at a pretty 5-2, both teams fighting for a shot at bowl eligibility here tonight. This broadcast is brought to you by Orange Heat, the program on YouTube for Syracuse Athletics. My name's Giovanni Heater. I'll be your play-by-play commentator for the night. Let's gear up for some ACC college football. We come into this game at the 13-minute mark, 2 minutes into the action. This is due to a game that overran a little bit. Now, on the first drive of the ball game, Syracuse was able to stop NC State with a 3-and-out, and now Syracuse gears up for their ensuing possession of the ball game, led by senior quarterback number 2, Eric Dungey. They currently face a 2nd down and 13 here as the clock continues to wind underneath 13 minutes. Eric Dungey in the shotgun, one man in the backfield with him. That's Dante Strickland. Dungey's going to take the snap, look for a man up the middle. He's got a man. It's Sean Riley creating some space and gaining his way towards the first down marker. This Syracuse team is driving. They're already knocking on the door of the red zone here at about the 25-yard line. Dungey under center. And he's going to pass it out towards the left side. Nykeem Johnson running a man over before he's taken down by Harmon there. That's a 4-yard gain for the Orange. This is a Syracuse offense that likes to work really fast. They like to work quickly. Syracuse sporting the all navy blue jerseys today, as well as the navy blue lids, the navy blue pants. NC State in all white. Handoff up the middle, and it's a fake. Eric Dungey has the football, gaining his way for a first down and about 4 more. Syracuse now inside the red zone for the first time tonight, and this is exactly the way you want to start a ball game when you're playing a ranked opponent at home. Start it with a quick 3-and-out defensively, and now gear your way towards the end zone for a score. The Orange look to the sideline here for a call. This is a pretty crowd here for the Orange, as it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Gaining about 4 on the play is the senior running back, Dante Strickland. Dante's been a part of this program for a while now. He came here originally under head coach Scott Schaefer. Dino Babers now in his 3rd year and really seeing some success, already almost towards bowl eligibility, with a chance to clinch that up here in just week 8. Now, this is a Syracuse team that has not seen a bowl game. And you got to remember the quarterback controversy so far is a pass towards the end zone is knocked away there by number 15. That is Chris Ingram. Now, not to be confused with number 15 on offense, the Studley quarterback, Ryan Finley, NFL prospect. But right there, a great deflection and a great play on the ball by Chris Ingram for this NC State defense as they're looking for a stop here on 3rd down and 5 inside the Syracuse 10-yard line. Dungey looks towards the sideline for the play. 2 men in the backfield. That's Strickland and the big fullback, Chris Elmore. Dungey's going to roll out of pocket before he gets sacked. 2 men on the sack there for NC State. That's Dexter Wright and Devon Graves there on the sack on Eric Dungey, and Syracuse now facing a 4th down. Really good production all drive, driving their way down the field. Now they're going to have to boot it away for a field goal, but 3 points, certainly better than no points, go up on top early in this ball game. 29-yard attempt here for the kicker, freshman Andre Schmidt. This is a kid, he's kicked a 54-yarder in Clemson Death Valley this year, and his kick is up and right down the middle. He's been so consistent so far this year for the Syracuse Orange, and he's really shown some great success. Started out this year as a walk-on, earned the starting job over Sterling Hofstrichter, who is one of the best punters in the nation. He's the Syracuse Orange punter, and really, Andre Schmidt's done really solid so far. He's up for Kicker of the Year right now as well. Let's see how that ends up playing out, as Sterling Hofstrichter gets ready to boot it away for this Syracuse Orange team. Dave Doran, NC State head coach, in his in this year, really looking for success. They had good success last year, reaching a nice bowl game with a big win over Arizona State, and currently sitting at 5-1 with one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Ryan Finley. Ryan Finley is also a big-time hockey player. He also was a big-time basketball player coming out of Arizona in 2013. He graduated from Boise State in 3 years, and he ended up transferring as a quarterback to North Carolina State in 2016. He's older than 4 current NFL starting quarterbacks. He sits at almost 24 years old. It's going to be a play-action pass up the middle. Syracuse able to corral him right before, just about a yard or two shy of the first down marker. And on the reception there was number 13, Devin Leary for NC State. Watch number 3 on the outside, Kelvin Harmon here. As Finley's in the shotgun, it's going to be another play-action fake. Pressure coming. He's going to send it up the middle. He has a man, and he has him wide open for a North Carolina State touchdown. Just like that, NC State responds, putting points up on the board. Emeka Emezi found space, blown coverage, and NC State is on the board, leading now. If this extra point's good, it's going to be 7-3, and we got ourselves a pretty ball game. We knew it was going to be an offensive shootout with quarterbacks like Eric Dungey and Ryan Finley. We're certainly excited to see how the rest of it plays out, but what a strike. That was good for about 80 yards or more. And Emezi gets his way into the end zone easily with 9:44 left to go in the first quarter. That drive was 2 plays, 75 yards in 36 seconds. So it was a 67-yard touchdown reception by Emeka Emezi. And what a dot thrown by Ryan Finley. Certainly an NFL prospect for a good reason. And the extra point is up and good for NC State. Definitely a way Dave Doran wanted to start this ball game on the road. And Emezi found his way to get open, clearly beating out the Syracuse secondary and strolling into the end zone. Now getting up for ready for the kickoff here. Number 82 on NC State, their kicker, Max Fisher. Let's see what he can do. He's going to boot it high and deep. Sean Riley is going to take it, and he's going to take it out of the end zone. A little bit of space here and not enough space. Really, really good play there made by number 10, Micah Leon, for this NC State defense, as Sean Riley barely crossed the 10-yard line on that kickoff return. He's been really consistent all year, really, really good. Wasn't able to do it there. Not enough blocking up ahead. He thought he could have taken it out of the end zone. Clearly should have called for the new fair catch rule or taken a knee in the back of the end zone. He'll certainly learn his lesson there. As you can see, Dino Babers talking to him big time. And Syracuse gearing up at the 12-yard line for their second possession of the game. It's going to be a play-action fake. Dungey rolling out towards the right sideline. He's going to get about 5 before he's driven out of bounds. Eric Dungey so quick on his feet for this Syracuse offense, and forcing him out of bounds was linebacker Jermaine Pratt. He's a graduate from High Point, North Carolina. Really, really, really good for this NC State defense as a leader in his 5th year in college. He's been really, really solid. And let's see what Syracuse does. They're gearing up now for another play. Second down, they're looking towards the sideline. Clock continues to wind. We're at just below the 9:30 mark here in this ball game. Eric Dungey really needing to prove himself. Dino Babers has shown him the whip a little bit as he's going to take the pass in the shotgun. Man wide open deep. It's Nykeem Johnson. And Syracuse responds with a big touchdown of their own. 2 plays. Wow, Eric Dungey delivers an absolute strike down the middle. Nykeem Johnson showing off that speed for a freshman. And that is how you respond. 2 plays, 88 yards in just 36 seconds. Nykeem Johnson already having a big day. 2 receptions for 87 yards and a touchdown. And Eric Dungey, if there was any quarterback pressure with Tommy DeVito creeping up with his big performance last week, that is certainly gone. What a play, pitch and catch-wise, from Eric Dungey to Nykeem Johnson. And if Andre Schmidt can kick this one through, it's going to be a 10-7 Syracuse Orange lead with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. It is up and good. Syracuse 10, number 22 ranked North Carolina State 7. And Eric Dungey saying, "This is my city, this is my house." And look who's running up the sideline to congratulate him. That's the backup quarterback, redshirt freshman Tommy DeVito. Tommy, this is going to be his team next year. What a play. Unbelievable by Eric Dungey and Nykeem Johnson. 2 big strikes in a row, a 67-yard dime to Emeka Emezi, and then another one there from Eric Dungey to Nykeem Johnson as Hofstrichter boots it away into the back of the end zone, and NC State's going to take it at their own 25. Eric Dungey and Tommy DeVito clearly have that bond going. You saw them congratulating each other there on that play. Tommy DeVito knows this is going to be his ball club next year. This is his team. Dungey living out his senior season, and Babers kind of showed him the whip. And let's see what this Syracuse defense can do as Finley and the NC State offense gear up from their own 25. Handoff. It's going to be a little bit of trickery. Fumbled there and picked back up and dragged down. Wow. On the tackle there was number 25, Keelan Whitner for the Orange. And fumbling the ball with all of that trickery going on was Malik Dunlap for NC State. They had a little bit of a wildcat formation. It was a pitch to the running back and then a pitch out to Riley, and he really just couldn't corral it. NC State now facing a 2nd down and 21 deep in their own territory. Syracuse looks like they could be showing blitz here. This defense led by 2 senior linebackers, Ryan Guthrie, a JUCO transfer, and a pass complete up the middle, also led by Keelan Whitner, who winds up teaming up there for the tackle. It's just a short 5-yard gain there for Jacoby Myers and this NC State offense. This Dome is rocking on 3rd down and 15. Let's see what this Syracuse Orange defense can do. This is a big possession early on in the ball game because Syracuse could have a chance at good field position and a chance to strike again. They've yet to have a non-productive offensive drive thus far, and Syracuse certainly showing blitz, and they will. Armstrong heading towards Riley, and it's up and out of bounds. Ryan Finley had no shot. The intended receiver on the play was way overthrown. Number 86, Emeka Emezi, he was looking for him once again, and it sailed over his head and out of bounds. Now 4th down and 15. Syracuse is going to get the football back, but there is a flag. Let's see what the flag is. It's holding offensively. And if you're Syracuse, you're just going to go ahead and decline that. And you're going to see the punting unit right here. 7:38 left to go in the first quarter. Syracuse leading 10-7. They're going to get the ball back with some nice field position. And this defense led by some really, really solid players. Really solid defensive line being good at getting at the quarterback. Led by Chris Slayton, a senior, Alton Robinson, Kendall Coleman, McKinley Williams. Sean Riley's going to call a fair catch at the 40-yard line. And that's where Syracuse is going to take over with Eric Dungey and this high-powered, fast offense. Dino Babers, head coach, really implementing his program here as it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Dante Strickland, gaining his way past the 45 to about the 46. 2nd down and short here. 2nd and 4. 7:17 remaining in the first quarter of action. Dungey drops back in the pocket. He's going to let one fly deep to Jamal Custis, and he's going to have Jamal Custis knocked out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. What a pitch and catch once again, and Syracuse is in the red zone For the second time tonight, Eric Dungy, pressure coming in his face, delivers another strike down the right sideline. Jamal Custis, the 6'5" senior, just goes up and gets that football. What a play. And Syracuse knocking on the door of the end zone once again at their own in NC State's 9-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Strickland. 4 wide receivers out. Dungy in the shotgun. Going to be a handoff up the middle. Fake. And Dungy's going to take it up the middle himself. A design quarterback run. He's going to get just about 1 on the play. And it's going to be 2nd down and goal for Syracuse. Good read there by number 3 on this NC State defense. Again, Jermaine Pratt, the graduate linebacker. As NC State showed blitz, I think they might get him off sides. They do. And Dungy just threw one up into the end zone to Custis, and there's another flag coming in. So you're going to have him for the offsides. There was a free play, and Custis also was the victim of some pass interference there, committed by number 15, the corner, of course, Chris Ingram. He had a big play earlier on in the ballgame, deflecting a pass away. Now guilty of a pass interference call, and that's going to be Syracuse getting their way half the distance to the goal line. With 6 minutes left here in the first quarter of action, they got a chance to put more points up on the board. This is a win that goes a long way for Syracuse. This is a win that could get your program ranked for the first time since 2001. This is a win that is almost detrimental to the culture that Dino Babers is trying to build here, as Syracuse on the 2-yard line. Stack, handing it off up the middle to the freshman running back, Jarvion Howard, and he's in for a score. 16-7, Syracuse Orange. And Jarvion Howard putting the tractor into gear with his celebration. Syracuse rolling on early. 2-yard rush up the middle by Jarvion Howard. And a leading blocker there, the big fullback, the tank, what they call him here in Syracuse, Chris Elmore. Really, that was all up to Chris Elmore, shoving number 14 there, Dexter Wright, right out of the way. He's the redshirt senior out of Wilson, North Carolina. Linebacker here for NC State, and he was just shoved right out of the way by the tank. Chris Elmore, as Jarvion Howard gets into the end zone, the PAT is good. Hofstrichter boots it away, and NC State's going to get it out of the back of the end zone. They're going to take it out at the 25. How about that block, though, once again, by Chris Elmore. Chris Elmore here, just a sophomore, weighing at 282 pounds, 6 foot, out of Chicago. Really solid player for Syracuse here on the offense. And he gets some snaps at running back last year, not so far this year. As Reggie Gillespie is going to take it out to the left side, 2nd down and 7. Good tackle there by Ryan Guthrie, number 41, the senior linebacker leader. There were big shoes to fill at the linebacker position. You look at players like Zaire Franklin, Paris Bennett, both graduating last year. Zaire playing now for the Colts in the NFL. And let's see what Ryan Finley can do in the shotgun. Pressure coming from Alton Robinson, and he's going to throw it up the middle. Incomplete. The intended receiver there was Amika Amezi. Once again, it's clearly Ryan Finley's favorite target. But big pressure there from the end. Alton Robinson, who's going to be very, very good someday. As Finley facing a 3rd down and 7 in the shotgun. Pressure coming once again. Hands in his face. Knocked out of bounds. Nearly intercepted there. And they were all over that. 4th down and 7. Melifonwu on the deflection. Number 23 for the Syracuse Orange. Batting it away, and they're going to get the ball back again with good field position. Look at the blitz here from Keelan Whitner and Ryan Guthrie, as well as Armstrong. Armstrong more of a 3rd down linebacker here. Usually Guthrie's going to come out on the 3rd down, and Andrew Armstrong is going to come in. Now, Andrew Armstrong, they're going to have him again next year. The 6'2", 228-pound junior linebacker. A fair catch called by Sean Riley at about the 30-yard line. That's where Syracuse is going to go to work on 1st down and 10. Dino Babers, so far 4-0 here at the Carrier Dome this season. And Syracuse is certainly rolling. That home field advantage is definitely applicable. There's going to be a flag prior to the snap, and it looks like it's going to be a false start on the orange. That's going to set him back 5 yards, and Dino does not like it. You don't want to see that out of your football team. Undisciplined at the line of scrimmage, but that's okay. He usually has good control under his football program. Mistakes are going to happen as the play clock continues to wind. First down and 15. Dungy in the shotgun. He's going to send one towards the right sideline, complete to Sean Riley. Sean Riley's going to run his way towards the first down marker past the 40-yard line. Yup, they're going to give it to him. First down, Syracuse. As we reach the under 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Sean Riley, they call him the water bug. He's quick on his feet. Couple big kick returns, punt returns this season. He's good as a small slot receiver, as well as the pass sails over Nykeem Johnson. The intended receiver nearly intercepted. Tipped off the fingertips of number 82, the freshman, Nykeem Johnson. Dungy, that's one place where he lacks, where Tommy DeVito might have him beat. Tommy DeVito, more a precise, accurate ball thrower. But Dungy's so good on his legs, and he's been the answer to all the Syracuse fans' prayers the last 2 seasons. 4-8 the last 2 years, but that any tidbit of success has been thanks to Dungy. Dungy facing pressure, and he's going to suffer a sack. 7-yard loss on the play as he's going to go down, and Syracuse now facing third. Dungy doesn't like it. He's talking to his offensive line here as we reach near the 4th-minute mark. And total yards so far this game, Syracuse well over 200, and NC State only 78 yards, and it sure shows on the scoreboard as Syracuse leads 17-7. Dungy in the shotgun. Good hold by the offensive line. He's going to send it deep. He has a man, and it's dropped. So close there by Nykeem Johnson. Had it in his hands. A great throw by Dungy. Wow, but it was number 31 there. Tyler Dabbs knocking it away here for NC State. Nykeem had it, and then once he hit the ground, he lost it. And instead of a big first down conversion into NC State territory, Syracuse is going to have to boot it away here on a 4th down and 15. Good defensive play. The play's not over till it's over. Dabbs saw that it was in Nykeem Johnson's hands, and he decided he was going to hit him and tackle him hard. He ended up forcing the drop with the ground as Hofstrichter boots it away, and it's going to be a fair catch made at about the 20-yard line. C.J. Riley, the returner here for NC State on punt and kickoffs. And let's see what NC State can do here. Under 4 minutes left in the first quarter of action. It's really been all Syracuse so far here, sporting these, what they call cursed blue uniforms. Usually they don't have too much luck in them, but they're certainly working out well tonight. First down and 10, one man in motion. That's going to create 2 men in the backfield. Blitz coming from Syracuse. Reggie Gillespie on the handoff, going to get about 3. Tackle on the play made there by combination of fellows. It looked like Keelan Whitner was in there, Evan Foster. Whole bunch of Syracuse players surrounding Gillespie on that handoff. And there's a player down on the field. That's going to send us to a quick break. That's running back Reggie Gillespie. Looks like he might have taken a shot to the groin. As we're going to go to a quick break, and we will be right back. We're back here in the Carrier Dome. Syracuse leading NC State with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. 17-7. Syracuse with 25 rushing yards so far in this ball game, and Reggie Gillespie, leading rusher here for NC State so far this season, just goes out. They have no rushing yards thus far. Couple of negative plays, couple positive, and it totals out to nothing. As Ryan Finley's absolutely decked by Alton Robinson as he lets an incomplete pass go. And what about this Syracuse defensive line and linebackers pressuring the quarterback? 3rd down and 7. Keelan Whitner and Alton Robinson getting to Ryan Finley and laying the boom, tackling him down hard. And that's the biggest strong point of this Syracuse defense, getting to quarterbacks, putting them on the ground. And that's what caused so much success here. Syracuse is a team that almost beat Clemson on the road. They were so close. They led Clemson most of that game. Lost it at the last second. A big 3rd down and 7 here as Syracuse showing blitz. It's Scoop Bradshaw nearly getting to Finley, and Finley's going to just have to throw this one away. Almost took another sack there from the cornerback, Scoop Bradshaw, on a blitz. Nothing there, and it's going to be 4th down and 7. Syracuse is going to get this ball back once again. Great pressure on the blitz. Syracuse is going to blitz almost every 3rd down, and this Carrier Dome crowd loves it. They're loud, they're proud, and they are certainly orange. As NC State gets ready to boot it away here to the shifty returner, Sean Riley. Kick is up and away as Riley backpedaling. He's going to take it at about the 15, makes one man miss, makes another miss. He's got a little bit of room here, and he's just tripped up. Crossing near the 35-yard line, just shy of it, about the 33 or the 34. And that had special play written all over it. Just tripped up there. Tackle made by Chris Ingram on the return team. What a play by Sean Riley. He's quick. They call him the water bug for a reason. He's very capable of making big plays happen, as you saw right there. Here we go. Eric Dungey and this offense going to go to work. They're looking towards the sideline, changing up their formation a little bit. Dante Strickland in the backfield. 3 receivers out to the right side. It's going to be a pitch to Strickland. Strickland's going to throw it. Throwing it deep. He has a man, Sean Riley. It's complete at about the 20-yard line before Riley's taken down. What a trick play by the Orange. Dante Strickland showing off that arm, and he's just a running back, but man, can he throw it. What a play call. What a block by Dungey, and Sean Riley wide open deep down the field. Man, if Strickland didn't underthrow him a little bit, that had 6 written all over it. And just like that, Syracuse going to run another play incomplete. The intended receiver, Devin Butler, and Dungey throws it a little too short for him. But wow, Sean Riley showing off that speed. Dungey showing his blocking skills. The offensive line held up enough. And Strickland letting it fly through the air. They did that a couple years ago when they ended up defeating a 17th ranked Virginia Tech football team in this building as a shot towards the end zone's complete. Touchdown, Syracuse. Eric Dungey to Jamal Custis for a 25-yard strike, and it's all Syracuse here in the first quarter of action in the Carrier Dome. What a play and what a set of plays there on this drive. 3 plays, 68 yards. And a 25-yard touchdown reception for Jamal Custis. Have yourself a day, Mr. Eric Dungey. In fact, have yourself a first quarter, because we're just getting things going here in the Dome. And Syracuse already has a chance if Schmidt can kick it through the uprights. A Lou Groza prospect here for 24-7 lead over the number 22 ranked North Carolina State Wolfpack. Snaps good, holds good, kick is up and good. 24-7 Syracuse over the Wolfpack with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And how about this kind of play from Eric Dungey, really showing that he belongs. A lot of the fan base wasn't believing in him after the last few games, but he's showing his stuff right here. Perfectly thrown ball right over the shoulder into the breadbasket of Jamal Custis, and this Dome loves it. This is an avid fan base. They're usually known as a basketball school, but really showing what they can do here. And Tommy DeVito loves it as well. This whole team is pumped up right now. This sideline is rocking. And NC State in need of a big play here to get themselves back into this ball game. 277 total yards of offense for Syracuse compared to 55 out of NC State, and Syracuse averaging over 15 yards a game or a play, and over here NC State averaging certainly less than that, about 5 yards per play. As Syracuse gearing up to boot it away, Sterling Hofstrichter, this Dome is rocking. Boots up, deep, good, and it's just going to go out of the back of the end zone. Once again, he's so good at doing that with his leg strength. Look at the Syracuse student section. Now remember, listen to Orange Heat on the YouTube, led by myself, Giovanni Heater. For more Syracuse action, we're certainly going to talk about every football and basketball game in there. And talking about basketball season, this Syracuse fan base getting ready. They have a promising basketball team coming up, getting ready for action in November. Less than a month away from play there, but it's October still, and it's certainly the thick of the football season. Ryan Finley, one man in motion. That's a Mezzi. Handoff up the middle. Reggie Gillespie back in the ball game. He's going to get just about 3 on the play. They're going to take out Gillespie. They're going to put in Penix Trent, freshman running back out of Raleigh, North Carolina, playing in his hometown for the Wolfpack, as Dungy on the sideline, loving what he sees out of his defense. 2nd down and 7. One man in the backfield. Gillespie now back in the game. It's Gillespie. Finley, plenty of time in the pocket. It's going to deliver a shot. They got a flag down. The intended receiver not able to hit him. C.J. Riley wanted it. Finley couldn't get it to him. Flag is down, and it's going to be holding on NC State. 2nd down and 12 with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And Dave Doran not liking what he sees out of his Wolfpack football team right now. One man in the backfield, that's Gillespie. 3 wide receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Syracuse showing blitz. Finley's going to get the blitz. Going to have a pass completed up the middle. Not good enough for a first down, but it was Calvin Harmon on the reception for the Wolfpack, and it's going to be a 3rd down and short for this Syracuse defense. Switching out receivers, Andrew Armstrong now in the ball game, looking for a big play on 3rd down and 3. Finley, his line can't even hear him. He's got to go up and creep to him. This dome is so loud. 3 men in the backfield. A Mezzi stacking wide receivers in motion. Blitz shown by Syracuse. Nearly getting to him is Evan Foster, and it's going to be a 1st down and more. Gaining his way past the 40-yard line is Calvin Harmon, and that's the first 3rd down conversion of the ball game for this NC State offense. Really good play by Harmon, just going over the freshman Melifonwu there in a one-on-one matchup. That's going to be favorable for NC State, as a pass is going to be complete towards the left sideline to a Mezzi before he's dragged down by Scoot Bradshaw on the tackle for the Orange. Creeping our way towards the end of the first quarter here with 26 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 4 for NC State. Finley looking to the sideline for a play. The Orange running a Tampa 2 defense here. 2 men deep looking for a home run ball. As it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Gillespie. Gillespie is going to get his way right about to the 1st down marker, just past midfield, down at about the 49-yard line. And that's going to be the conclusion of the first quarter. After 1, it's all Syracuse in the Loud House, 24-7. As we get ready to start up the second quarter, NC State looking for a big play. They've driven the ball well thus far, gaining 2 or 3 first downs. And they're going to flip sides just a little bit here into Syracuse territory now, past the 50-yard line. One man in motion here. Finley in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Gillespie. Gillespie just a yard or so on the play, taken down by Chris Slayton, the big chunky defensive lineman here, NFL prospect. And how about Syracuse pressuring this quarterback, though? Ryan Finley has had a lot of trouble here. And even when he gets the ball off, he's been consistently hit. He's been consistently on the ground, and that's something Syracuse is so good at doing. That's why they're winning games. They were getting to Trevor Lawrence against Clemson, and they even injured him. They were getting to Bryce after he went out. They were getting to DeAndre Francois when they played Florida State. And a pass completed towards the right sideline there by Ryan Finley. A leaping grab, nearly hit really hard there. Andre Sisco, the freshman, was able to back off a little bit there, but Thayer Thomas able to complete the pass, and NC State on Syracuse's 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. Ryan Finley, 7 for 13, 127 yards, and a touchdown thus far He's playing good football, just like the man on the opposing side, Eric Dungy. Instead of in the shotgun here, they're going to be in an I formation, and Finley's right under center. He's going to hand it off towards the right sideline, and taken down on the play is Penix Trent, gaining just about 2. Clock's going to continue to wind here, 2nd down and 8. Bradbury there missed a block for the Wolfpack leader on this team, the center. He stands at 6'3", 300-pound senior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And he just missed a bad block there, else that was supposed to be a big play for Penix. No men in the backfield. 5 wide receivers out. And pressure's going to come. Finley's going to complete a pass shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd down. Again, with the reception there is going to be Thayer Thomas. Bradbury did make his block that time, and Finley had some time in the pocket. First time all night, really, when there's nobody in the backfield to help him out. 3rd down and 3. Chris Slayton there showing aggression here against this offensive line for NC State. 1 man in the backfield. Finley's going to take it. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Good enough for a 1st down and more. NC State downs it at about the 11-yard line. Again, that's Trent Penix. Ryan Guthrie on the tackle for the Orange. Too little, too late, though, as it's an NC State 1st down in the red zone, knocking on the door here. Emezi in motion. Hand off towards the left side for Penix, and Penix is going to get absolutely smothered. Maybe a yard on the play, but he got hit hard there by Guthrie and Alton Robinson for sure. And he's going to actually come out of the ball game. They're going to send in, I believe. Yep, there he is, Reggie Gillespie in once again in the backfield. Ryan Finley conducting his offense here. Syracuse looking for a big stop. Holding them to the 3 would be certainly favorable here as Gillespie's in motion. They are going to give it to him towards the right sideline. Blockers up ahead, and Syracuse still going to shove him out of bounds. Had a lot of blockers, but still not able to make something out of it. Shaheem Cullen was forcing him out of bounds there, the linebacker for the Orange. Cullen, solid player, redshirt junior out of Lowell, Massachusetts, standing at 6 foot, 224 pounds. 3rd down and 5, and this dome's rocking once again inside the 10-yard line. NC State in some dire need of a touchdown here to get their way back into this game. Still early in the ball game as a timeout's called by Syracuse, and we're going to send you to a break. We're back here in the Carrier Dome as Syracuse looking for a big stop here on 3rd down and 5. Ryan Finley conducting his team here. He's going to stand in the shotgun. Reggie Gillespie back there with them. Syracuse showing blitz as they always do on 3rd down. And Finley's going to take it in the shotgun, look towards the end zone, and he doesn't have a man. No pass interference called, and it's Scoop Bradshaw knocking it away. 4th down for NC State, and that's just the play this Syracuse defense was looking for, and they're going to get it out of number 18, Scoop Bradshaw. Scoop Bradshaw, 5'11", 181-pound defensive back, junior out of Tampa, Florida. And Syracuse is certainly excited to have him back next year. The intended receiver there was Jacoby Myers. He certainly wanted a pass interference call, didn't get it, and a 24-yard chip shot is up and good there. You know, the kicker here for NC State has been solid so far. So they're really having good production there. Vernon Greer, their kicker, showing good signs there as he's going to boot it away. And Sean Riley's going to take it for a fair catch at about the 2-yard line. Little chippiness going on there on the play. And they don't like it. The refs are just going to let it go, and both teams are going to get back to their sideline. Looking at basketball, Syracuse going to play Ohio State later on this season, and NC State's going to play Wisconsin. They got some big ACC Big Ten matchups going on, or the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Syracuse basketball currently ranks 16 in the country going into the preseason, as Dungy's ready for another offensive drive. 10:45 left in the half. Dungy in the shotgun. Quick pass to the outside is dropped. Incomplete. Sean Riley was the intended receiver. He couldn't haul it in there. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Orange. Sean's been so good thus far today, and he's able to make a mistake there. Dungy under center. Now they're going to change it up. He's looking to the sideline. Mo Neal in there at running back. Mo Neal, he's so fast for this Orange offense. Really, really good. Junior running back, 5'11". He's going to be a senior next year, and he's going to be big as a pass is going to be complete towards the right side. Sean Riley good enough for a Syracuse first down. Creeping their way towards midfield once again. All these quick little hitch plays to the outside is what Syracuse does so well, all these screen passes. And that's Dino Babers' offense in a nutshell. Fast, quick, efficient, and points. That's how you can sum it up. Syracuse looks to score about, they're averaging 40 points a game. They're looking for about 90 to 100 plays a game, and they're certainly well on their way. As Dungy, another pass to Taj Harris, the outside, shifting around. It's going to get just about 5, and it's going to be 2nd down, but Taj Harris really was fighting for extra yardage there. Number 80, he's another freshman on this Syracuse team. That's why the future looks so promising here for Dino Babers and the Orange. Looking for a guaranteed bowl bid here tonight for the first time in 4 years. Dungy in the shotgun. He's got plenty of time. He's going to run out of the pocket, run up the middle. He's going to get just about 2 on the quarterback scramble. He had plenty of time, but good coverage down the field. Wasn't able to make something happen out of it. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Just under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Eric Dungy, 52 career passing touchdowns. That's 3rd in school history under Ryan Nassib and, of course, Donovan McNabb. Dungy in the shotgun. Pressure's coming. Pass up the middle to Sean Riley is incomplete. Nearly had it. That's his 2nd drop of the possession thus far. And a good deflection there for NC State. That's going to bail him out. Number 31, Tyler Dabbs, knocking it away here for NC State. And Dungy wanted a pass interference on that one, not going to get it. And they're going to punt it away for just the 2nd time tonight. Returner Thayer Thomas awaiting the snap from Sterling Hofstrichter. Hofstrichter is going to get it and let it fly. Good deep punt. Thomas backing up, calling the fair catch. Bumped by his own teammate. And someone else has to pick it up. NC State's still going to have the ball. Ended up getting more yardage than he would have if Thomas would have just called the fair catch. But wow, that could have been ugly. Thayer Thomas bumped, blocked into by his own teammate. And you can do that. Smart play there by number 21 out there on Syracuse defense. That's going to be Trill Williams, just bumping him right into their own returner. And Thayer Thomas wasn't able to pick it up. Ended up being C.J. Riley, and he got a couple more yards, but still only at their own 9-yard line as NC State's going to go to work. Fake handoff, play action pass. Finley rolling towards the right sidelines. Got a man open, and he had a first down. And Andre Sisco went in there and hit him hard. Amezi was the intended receiver. Freshman Andre Sisco currently leading the nation in interceptions. It was an easy first down for the Wolfpack until Sisco got in there, hit him hard, and jarred the ball loose right out of his hands. Amezi wants that one back. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. deep in their own territory. Whistle before the play. They were just too many men on the field. They're not going to lose points. It was a timeout by NC State. And a handoff up the middle. They did a quick timeout. They really just wanted to stop the clock. Reggie Gillespie's going to get 2, 3rd down and 8. And this Dome's rocking deep in NC State territory once again. Syracuse consistently has had good defensive drives on this NC State team. It's been little to no action. They're either going to have a home run ball. They had the one consistent drive. That's it. And they were only able to put 3 up on the board. Look to the left sideline. There's a nice matchup there. Scoop Bradshaw versus Emezi. And Emezi now in motion. Finley in the background. Gillespie back there with him. Plenty of time. Pressure's coming. Lets it go. And the pass is deflected by Melifonwu once again. He's having himself a day. The freshman. And Finley doesn't like it. He was put on his butt once again. Blitz came. Good pressure from the ends. And Alton Robinson put him on his butt again. Alton Robinson's going to be a future NFL player. I'm telling you that right now. He's just so good out there. And talk about Melifonwu. Melifonwu, redshirt freshman out of South Grafton, Massachusetts. 200 pounds, 6'3" defensive back. And he hasn't gotten much playing time thus far this season. But an injury to Antoine Cordy is allowing him to get in there. And he's having himself a day. As a bad penalty committed there. Syracuse, wow, and Nykeem Johnson gets popped. Syracuse was going to have good field position. They had NC State deep in their own territory, and then they run into the punter. Bad mistake there. Looked like running into him was Ryan Guthrie along with Evan Foster. Terrible decision there by Syracuse. Unnecessary. Number 90, A.J. Cole III there. Wanted the flag. He got it, and they just ran right into his legs. Unnecessary. That's what costs you football games, and Dino does not like it talking to his special teams unit. Not good there. And Nykeem Johnson took a shot there on top of it. Wow. You were about to have your own good field positioning. And now you just cost yourself big time. That's a 1st down and more. That's a 15-yard penalty. And a 1st down for NC State. Finley under center in the I formation. Fake handoff, play action, double play action. Pass going deep and a man's open. And a touchdown for NC State. Wow. Kelvin Harmon once again. Finley showing off that NFL arm. 74-yard touchdown reception. And that's what's going to cost you. Syracuse went from having the ball back to now a North Carolina State touchdown. What good trickery. They had the first fake, 2 double fakes. You had a man in motion. That was Emezi. So you faked the running back, then you fake to Emezi on another one, and then you throw it deep to Kelvin Harmon. And Kelvin Harmon just simply plain beat out Melifonwu, the redshirt freshman, and the PAT's up and good. We got ourselves a ball game once again. You knew NC State needed a big play, and they got it. Wow. Scoop Bradshaw and Melifonwu beat bad there by Kelvin Harmon, and he's able to lock off the angle, get his way into the end zone, and the NC State fans here love it. Finley loves it. Just enough time held by his offensive line to get that ball off. He threw that one deep. Now 7:40 minutes left to go here. 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Syracuse still leading 24-7, leading by a touchdown. But NC State certainly clawed their way back into this game. And the boot is up and good. It's going to be deep. And Riley's going to call a fair catch on that one. Let's see what this Syracuse offense can do getting back to work here. NC State defense really looking for a shot downfield. They have a lot of men deep. Dungy in the shotgun. No one in the backfield. He was going to scramble, then he throws it deep, incomplete. The intended receiver was Devin Butler. Dungey sailed it a little too far to the right side and ended up going out of bounds. Devin Butler, they were expecting him to be really big this year, and he hasn't gotten too much production. But nonetheless, is still a good wide receiver. He drops quite a few passes, which is where he struggles, which you can't do. But he's pretty good. Pressure coming. Dungey's going to get it away to Sean Riley. Sean Riley's tripped up. A flag is down. Riley gains about 4 on the play. Let's see what the flag is. That looks like it's going to be an offensive penalty, and it is. Holding. 2nd down and 15 here for Syracuse. At the 20-yard line. Dungey, fake pass out to Devin C. Butler. There's a fake handoff, play action, and NC State read that all day. Devin Butler, first reception of the ball game, goes for -1 yard. And that's Ingram there on a big tackle for NC State, looking to get the ball back here. Chris Ingram having himself a good day defensively thus far. And Dungey's going to be in the shotgun, 2 men in the backfield with him. And NC State's going to jump off sides. The flag is thrown. Dungey's got a free play, plenty of time. He's going to sail it deep, and it's an interception there. But it's not going to matter whatsoever, as he's just going to run out of bounds, and he's going to get hit there by the tight end, Ravian Pierce. Interception there by linebacker Jermaine Pratt. He was deep. Dungey knew that he had a free play, so he just let it go fly. And it's going to be offsides there. The end jumped for NC State. Certainly a free play for the Orange, and it's not going to matter whatsoever. Head ref talking it over with his assistants. Let's see what the verdict is. And yeah, offsides on the defense. That was just a free play for Syracuse. We knew that. Dungey knew that. That's why he threw it into triple coverage. Saw maybe something could happen. Receiver could make a big play. But there, it didn't matter there. It was an easy jump. The line saw it. They all pointed at it. It was right from the get-go. Free play. The intended receiver on the play was Sean Riley, but doesn't matter anyways. Now, my question is, does that go in the stat book as an interception still? Don't want to damper Eric Dungey's so far really good game. Syracuse, though, 0 for 3 on 3rd down, but they haven't really been in too many 3rd down situations as Dungey's going to scramble, looking for the sideline. Can he get there? Absolutely laid out. Wow, what a hit there by NC State. Number 31, Jarvis Moorhead, really just knocking Dungey out of bounds. Dungey doesn't get bossed around that much. Dungey's 6'3", well over 200 pounds, but he got absolutely laid out towards the left sideline. He was looking for the first down marker. Certainly didn't find it. What a play there by Moorhead for NC State. And that's certainly good for them. Dave Doran loves it, and Hofstrichter gets ready to boot it away on 4th and 3. Thomas makes a fair catch at about the 27-yard line. That's where NC State and Ryan Finley's going to go to work with a chance to tie it up, down by 7 with 5 minutes to go here in the half. And Dino Babers thinks Hofstrichter got hit there. He did. He certainly got roughed, definitely got hit. And no call. No call whatsoever. They're just going to let that one go. Can't believe that. Hofstrichter got hit. They didn't call it. As Finley, pressure coming, is going to let one fly, and it's caught. Barely tripped up by Melifonwu, but that's been a matchup in favor of NC State all game. Kelvin Harmon beating Melifonwu on the right side. And he's able to make a big catch. And, man, if Melifonwu didn't just barely get him at his shoelaces, that had 6 written all over it. What a throw by Ryan Finley, and certainly a great catch by Kelvin Harmon. Harmon today averaging 28 yards a catch. He's got a touchdown, and he's got 5 catches so far. Outside to Gillespie. Gillespie's going to be ripped down on 1st down by the big linebacker, Ryan Guthrie. Talking about Ryan Guthrie. Ryan Guthrie, a JUCO transfer here for the Orange. Certainly a big player in this defense. He had big shoes to fill. Ryan Guthrie, linebacker, 6'2", as we said, transfer, senior, 224 out of Cumming, Georgia. As Finley's going to let one go deep again. It looks like there might be a flag. No call. And Melifanu was all over Harmon on that one. He wasn't going to let it happen again. Same play design, but Harmon couldn't take it in that time. Good defense from Melifanu. Thought could have been an interception, or excuse me, a pass interference situation. No call, and it's 3rd down and 8 here. Just under 5 minutes left in the half. Finley in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right side. As clearly a costly penalty. That's going to be 5 yards free for NC State. And the big senior, Chris Slayton, jumped off sides. Costly mistake there. Turned it into a short field situation now. And Finley definitely got him with that little clap he threw in there. Messing up the snap count. And Slayton, usually that's a mistake a senior's not going to make. But he's certainly a good core for this Syracuse defensive line that's been so good. Syracuse showing blitz on 3rd down and 3. Finley changing the play, looking to the sideline. You can barely hear it in here. It's so loud, the Syracuse crowd. As Finley, pressure's coming, and he's going to let one go as he's hit, and it's caught. Somehow, it's caught towards the left sideline, and they're going to say he's not down yet. Still making his way. I think they're going to look at that. He might have stepped a foot out of bounds, but nonetheless, Jacoby Myers with a big play here on 3rd down and 3. Talk about Ryan Finley poised in the pocket, delivering a strike as he's getting laid out there, hit from behind. Andre Sisco and Melifanu were all over that, but somehow Jacoby Myers went up on top of him to make a heck of a catch. Trill Williams was there as well. And let's see, did he step out of bounds? Did his knee go down? Not sure. Yup, foot comes down. He's definitely out of bounds there. So they're going to take this one back a little bit. Still not going to matter much. It's a 1st down for NC State, and it's just going to come about 5 or 6 yards back from where they spotted him originally. I like what the refs do. You know, they're gonna say they're gonna let him play through it. It's better to, instead of taking away an opportunity, to play it out, then review it, and you can always bring it back. You can't move it forward after review, but you can always bring it back. So I like their mentality. I like their mindset there, kind of just letting that one go a little bit. And that's certainly a good plan if you are the referees here. Still reviewing it. I think he definitely stepped out of bounds there. Let's see what the final verdict here. Still talking it over. I don't think there's much. I'm surprised it's taking this long. It doesn't seem like there's much of a doubt here, but still a fantastic effort there by the receiver, Jacoby Myers. He's been playing decent so far this game. At first, it looked like it was going to be a Mezzi as their go-to receiver. Then it kind of looked like Calvin Harmon, but a big catch there by Jacoby Myers, certainly. This is the NC State offense with so many deadly receivers. These are some receivers that can be in the NFL one day playing on Sundays. Certainly a quarterback that will be as well. That's a guarantee. He has such poise in the pocket. He has such an arm, and he's older than most college quarterbacks. He's older than some NFL quarterbacks right now, which is kind of shocking. I guess that's what happens when you redshirt and everything like that. Your transfer rules. And yep, they're going to pull it back. The ruling on the field was that he was down at the 4-yard line, and they are going to pull this one back somewhat. And Syracuse looking for another big stop. They don't want this to turn into a momentum for NC State. It already has, just down by a touchdown here. going into the half would be big for Syracuse to come out on the next drive and score, but they need to stop here. You don't want NC State to take over the momentum swing of this ball game. You're at home. You want your crowd on your side. Let's see what this defense can do, and let's see what this NC State offense can do. On first down, with 4 minutes left in the half, at about the 14-yard line, Finley, play action pass. Pressure came big time, and it's incomplete. Great effort there by Emeka Emezi in the corner of the end zone. Finley put on his rear once again. Huge pressure there. Scoop Bradshaw clearly beat by Emezi, and he just couldn't come down with an acrobatic catch. Big hit there laid by Ryan Guthrie once again. He's been all over the quarterback, as this whole Syracuse defense has. And second down and 10. Ryan Finley, 11 for 22, 259 yards in the first half. That's huge. And he still has an opportunity to add on to it. Emezi is in motion. Handoff up the middle. And not much there for Gillespie. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6 or so for Ryan Finley in this NC State offense. Actually 7. They gave Syracuse a little bit of a favorable spot here. And this dome's going nuts once again on 3rd down. Quick subs coming for Syracuse, as it looks like Keelan Whitner is going to run off. And they send another linebacker out there. Certainly showing blitz on 3rd down and 7. Finley, wow, facing pressure once again. It held a little bit. Emezi making the same kind of catches before, but he couldn't corral it. They're going to call it incomplete. He was so close. He made the catch, but his feet were out of bounds on that one. You just need 1 foot in college, but it doesn't look like he had it in. It was basically the same play design as before. A good throw, just a little to the outside, and Emezi making a heck of a catch. He wasn't going to let it happen twice where it slips through his hands. But nope, he wasn't able to get a foot in bounds. This time it was Trill Williams being beat by Emezi. Before it was Scoop Bradshaw. And yeah, his whole foot's out of bounds. And just what Syracuse wanted, holding them to a field goal here. Let's see if Dobbs can kick it through. And he can. NC State tacks 3 up on the board on a 28-yard attempt. Score now with 3 minutes to go. 20 for Syracuse. NC State 20. And SU is going to get the ball back here with quarterback Eric Dungy. Again, show brought to you here by Orange Heat on YouTube, the channel. Go ahead and watch that for updates weekly on Syracuse. Just about twice a week is what they try and do over there. Again, my name's Giovanni Heater here, your play-by-play commentator for the night. Last year, Bradley Chubb coming out of NC State. He was a first-round draft pick to the Broncos. And a lot of guys came out of NC State last year. B.J. Hill to the Giants, Justin Jones, Nykeem Hines, Kentavious Street, Will Richardson, Jalen Samuels. He's playing for the Steelers, doing big things so far this year. So a lot of players out of NC State last year, and not many out of Syracuse. Steve Ishmael, Irv Phillips tested the waters a little bit. The only one really making a name a little bit is Zaire Franklin. He's wearing number 44 for the Colts, which is pretty cool, coming from his school. Fair catch made by Sean Riley inside the 5, so they're just going to put that at the 25-yard line. Tommy DeVito coming in for Syracuse. Looks like they want a little bit of a spark. And Eric Dungy's not going to play this snap. 3 minutes to go here in the first half, as DeVito's going to hand it off up the middle, gaining his way near the first down marker. Had a little bit of space as Mo Neal just tripped up. Tackle made there on the play by Woody Cornwell. And Tommy DeVito, 6'2", redshirt freshman quarterback, 211 pounds, out of Cedar Grove, New Jersey. Another handoff up the middle. Play action fake. Tommy DeVito's going to deliver a strike up the middle. At midfield is Jamal Custis. And man, he's got a deep ball. He really preps like a starting quarterback. And He played so well last week as Syracuse made a comeback win over the North Carolina Tar Heels. DeVito looking deep and overthrows Taj Harris just a little bit. Taj Harris wanted a flag, and it looks like he might get it. Yes, pass interference on NC State. Taj Harris is going to get the flag. DeVito had him deep, and pass interference made there. What a throw. What an effort there by Taj Harris. And, yep, you can just see Taj certainly getting his arm grabbed there. Definitely evident pass interference. That was Tim Kidd Glass there on coverage. As Tommy DeVito facing pressure is going to roll out, and he's just going to throw this ball away. That's where Dungy has it. That's where Dungy can use his legs. And this line for Syracuse certainly improved, but not to the full point of having a pocket passer. As Tommy DeVito, plenty of time this time in the shotgun, is going to deliver a nice pass complete towards the left sideline, towards the first down marker. He's got Nykeem Johnson for about 7 or 8. The Syracuse fan base really loves Tommy DeVito. They've been all around him all week. And what a predicament to have yourself in. To have two really good quarterbacks to the point where you can't really decide which one you want to play. Syracuse 38% on third down conversion so far this year. They're 0 for 4 tonight. Tommy going to take the snap. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now it begins to collapse as he's going to be hit and throw it out of bounds. Not sure. Are they going to give him? They might end up calling him here for intentional grounding. There was no receiver in the area, but he was well out of the pocket as he was getting hit. 4th down and 4. And the flag does come out. It's going to be intentional grounding. Tommy made some nice things happen in that drive. Certainly some mistakes too. And he's coming in cold off the bench, so that's okay. Nothing wrong with Dungy here. They were just testing it out, looking for a spark. They have two really good quarterbacks, and Syracuse certainly excited for that man next year, Tommy DeVito. He's going to be something special for Syracuse here. As the intentional grounding, going to set him back. Sterling Hofstrichter ready to boot away. Now that's a situation where Dino might go for it on a 4th down and 4 in NC State territory, but now Tommy's intentional grounding is going to pull him back. Hofstrichter going to give it to him with about minute 30 left here before halftime. Is going to take a bounce. Good boot, and Syracuse is going to pick it up at the 10-yard line. Good boot by Hofstrichter is going to set NC State up deep in their own territory as Ryan Finley comes out, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Gillespie, who's got a hole, running a man over. First down as Evan Foster got hit hard by Reggie Gillespie. And that's going to be a first down for NC State. Minute 20 left. The clock continues to tick here. NC State looking to possibly go up here with a little bit of time left. 2-minute drill. Another handoff up the middle to Gillespie. And this time it's Evan Foster running him over. Before it was Foster getting ran over by Gillespie. And this time it's Foster laying the boom. He didn't want to hear it twice. Wow, good hit by Foster. Love the aggressiveness. That's what ACC is going to bring you. ACC football is going to bring you back and forth with the big hits between those two. That's been a matchup all day. That's going to stop the clock because Gillespie is going to come off with a little bit. He's a little shaken up after that one. And a timeout called by NC State. That's going to send us to a quick break. We're going to welcome you back in a moment here. NC State looking to do something here. Down 4 with 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go. We'll be right back from the Dome. Welcoming you back here from the Carrier Dome. I just spotted on the sideline Eric Dungy talking to the redshirt freshman quarterback Tommy DeVito, pointing towards their playbook, surveying the field, so to speak. And it's great to see that leadership out of Dungy. Those two have such a special connection so far as a hand up the middle is going to go for a first down on 2nd and 5. New running back in there for NC State. That's going to be his first carry of the game so far. Running back number 33, Brady Bodine, got a few yards after Gillespie went down. Bodine in there again, going to get another handoff, and he's going to get about 2 on the play. Tackle made there by Keelan Whitner and Armstrong, both together. 2 linebackers coming to make a nice tackle there. 2nd down and 7. 53 seconds left in the first half of action. Both teams, again, going to call a timeout, and that's going to send us to another quick break. We'll be right back from the Dome. Welcome back to the Carrier Dome. Syracuse certainly enjoying this big lead over NC State going into the half. 50 seconds left. Plenty of time for Finley. Finley looking for a home run ball. Knocked incomplete. What a play by Evan Foster. The intended receiver there, Jacoby Myers, almost had it. But Evan Foster coming in there, making a big play, deflecting that beautiful pass from Finley away. That's going to be 3rd down and 7, and you're hearing it from this Syracuse crowd. With 47 seconds left on the clock in the first half. NC State now 3 for 10 on 3rd downs tonight. Finley alone in the shotgun. 5 wide receivers spread out. 2 on the left side, 3 on the right. Pressure coming. Alton Robinson almost gets to him. He's hit as he throws, and a pass sails just over the head of Kelvin Harmon as he's the intended receiver. He got his fingertips on it, and lucky for that, because if it did sail all the way over his head, you were looking at an interception there. But at the same time, he was wide open, so you were also looking at a big play getting NC State past midfield, possibly into field goal range, but now it's a 4th down. And that was all created by the pressure from the Syracuse defensive line right there to get Finley on the ground and pressure him and cause a poor throw. As NC State gears up to boot it away, Syracuse is going to have just under 40 seconds left. Fair catch made here by Sean Riley at the 30-yard line. Are they just going to knee it out? Or are they going to try and look deep? That's the question here. You got 40 seconds. Syracuse is a team. They never really shy away from anything. So let's see what Eric Dungy and this Syracuse offense can do. They've been so deadly here tonight, putting up 24 points on the board, striking really early. They've been a little bit stagnant here the last few drives, so let's see what they can do. Eric Dungy showing off big plays with his arm that he doesn't typically make. And throwing big passes there. 2 to Custis, 1 for a touchdown. Big deep one to Nykeem Johnson for a touchdown. Dungy's going to look deep once again. Has a man, and it is nearly caught. Custis was the intended receiver. And there's going to be a flag thrown. I believe they're going to get him for defensive pass interference against NC State. Cornerback Tashawn Smith was there in coverage. And yup, he's definitely interfered. Never turned his head on Custis. Custis is 6'5", senior wide receiver. We just went up for that one. That's certainly a favorable matchup as he is taller, but he definitely got interfered with. He almost came down with it, and that's going to give him a big spot here as Syracuse now at midfield. They're in positioning for a Hail Mary type play. Good throw by Dungy. Nearly a perfect pass. Certainly a beautiful throw by Eric Dungy. And let's see what they do here. Dungy, pressure's coming a little bit. Dungy in the shotgun. Nobody's open. And it looks like he's going to throw this one away towards the right sideline. Now 23 seconds left. 2nd down here. Syracuse still leading by 4. It was incomplete, so it's going to stop the clock. One of those situations for Dungy. No one open downfield. Had plenty of time to start, and the pressure came a little bit. There was just clearly nobody open. Good coverage by NC State there. I think he was looking for Nykeem Johnson. Couldn't find him. Pressure coming once again. A little flip play to the outside. That's going to be to Mo Neal. Mo Neal's going to plow his way for a 1st down. He plays physical for a little running back. Syracuse 1st down. That's going to stop the clock for a moment until they set up. 14 seconds left now in the half. Past midfield. Great effort there by Mo Neal. And they're going to line it up quickly. They might spike this one. And they're actually going to call a timeout. Timeout Syracuse. They got 1 left. 14 seconds left in the half. Talking about last week, what a play. What play by Syracuse to come back and defeat North Carolina. That would have been an ugly loss for them. But they ended up under Tommy DeVito coming back. They needed that spark. They got it. They won that ball game in double overtime dramatic fashion. Let's see what kind of game. This is playing out to be a really good, really competitive game here today, as it should be. Syracuse and NC State both a chance to clinch up a bowl bid here tonight. No matter what, it's looking like both these teams will. Plenty of time left in the season to reach one more win. But this would go a long way for a Syracuse team and an NC State team, really. Dungy facing a little bit of pressure. He's going to run up the middle on first down, into field goal range, past the 30-yard line, and out of bounds. What a play on his legs. That's the Eric Dungy we all know and love. With 6 seconds left, and I think they're going to send out Andre Schmidt in the field goal unit here. Yes, they are. Eric Dungy got out of bounds, got a first down. Got him inside the 30-yard line, well into Andre Schmidt's field goal range. The freshman kicker, Lou Groza prospect. Let's see if he can boot one in from deep. 45-yard attempt here for Andre Schmidt. He's been nearly automatic all season. This fan base certainly loves him. Let's see what he can do here. 6 seconds left towards the left hashes, and it's going to be an NC State timeout trying to ice the kicker a little bit here, but he's calm, cool, and collective as he always is. I don't think he's worried about it one bit. As they call this timeout, we're going to send you a break. He's 1 for 1 tonight. He's made 29 of them this season. 54 is his long. Flip those numbers. You're looking at a 45-yarder, folks. We'll be right back in the Dome. We're back here in the Dome as Syracuse leads NC State 24-20 with 6 seconds left in the half. Andre Schmidt, the freshman kicker for the Orange, gearing up to boot away a 45-yard field goal attempt. Let's see how this one plays out. Finley looks nervously from the sideline, and NC State, a lot of work to do in the second half, as well as Syracuse. This game far from over, but Syracuse has a chance to go up 7, leading by a touchdown if this one can be made by Andre Schmidt. What a story on this kid. Fell in love with being a field goal kicker. And good snap, good hold, kicks up, and it is good. 45 yards is good, and Syracuse takes a 27-20 lead. The freshman kicker, number 91, Andre Schmidt, is automatic for this Orange fan base, and that's going to end out the half. Look at that. Squeezes it in towards the right upright, and it is in, through, and good. And look at him. He knows it. He knows it. I know you guys are on a radio feed right now, so you can't hear this, but Syracuse happily trotting into the locker room, leading 27-20 over the number 22 ranked Wolfpack. And we'll see you right back here for the second half. My name's Giovanni Heater. We'll be back for this one. Gear up for a good second half. Syracuse leading 27-20 over the Wolfpack.
Syracuse Orange fans, can you feel the heat?
We welcome you back inside the Carrier Dome as we gear up for some second half action between the Syracuse Orange and the number 22 ranked North Carolina State Wolfpack. Syracuse leading this ballgame 27-20 after an explosive first half out of both teams offensively and some good defense being played out there as well. Here we go, booting it away for the second half of action is kicker Kyle Bambard for NC State. And let's see what the second half has to offer. My name's Giovanni Heater. As always here, this program brought to you by Orange Heat on YouTube. Kick is up and away and deep. That's just going to bounce out of the back of the end zone, and Syracuse is going to take over at their own 25. Eric Dungy having such an explosive first half of action. Let's see what else he can do. Tommy DeVito also got in there for a drive. We know about the big quarterback controversy happening thus far. Some really explosive plays. Eric Dungy to Nykeem Johnson for a really, really deep pass. Another one towards the corner of the end zone, about a 20-yard strike to Jamal Custis. Then some costly plays that allowed NC State to climb back into this game. Syracuse committed a roughing the kicker penalty. They also allowed some big plays down the field from Ryan Finley and Kelvin Harmon having himself a game here for NC State as a pass complete to Taj Harris on the left sideline. Good for about 6. And Syracuse, a play up the middle, handoff to Dante Strickland. Good enough for a first down and maybe a yard more. Eric Dungy looking to the sideline to his head coach, brand new. Eric Dungy been through a lot, and this fan base certainly loves him. They've fallen in love with this program all over again, as they're seeing some good success here. 4-0 at home, 5-2 overall. This is a really good Syracuse team. Almost beat Clemson down in Death Valley. Pressure coming. Dungy is going to look deep towards the left sideline. Incomplete. Pass interference flag thrown, and there's been plenty of those tonight. And Syracuse is going to get another opportunity here. Shoved in the back. The intended receiver there was Nykeem Johnson, and clearly pass interference. There were 2 men back there. And this one's going to be called on number 21, Griffin, for NC State. Stephen Griffin, 210 pounds, 6'3", defensive back here for NC State, and a costly mistake as Syracuse going to get some better field position now past midfield at the 49-yard line into NC State territory. Dungy in the shotgun, 1 man back there with him. That's just going to be a blocker. Dungy's got plenty of time, delivers one up the middle, complete to Nykeem Johnson for a first down and more, gaining his way to about the 36, 37-yard line. Clock continues to tick. The Orange working fast here with a 7-point lead. Nykeem having a big game, just over 100 yards, 4 receptions. Handoff up the middle goes nowhere. Good coverage there, expecting it. Unfortunate there for Dante Strickland, not going to go anywhere, but a good tackle there by Jermaine Pratt, the leading linebacker here. Such a good leader out there for this NC State defense. And Dungy is going to look to the sideline to see what else he can do. 2nd down and 8. Dungy, 14 for 22 today, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. So an explosive game out of him. And right on the other sideline there, big game out of Ryan Finley thus far as well. So Dungy in the shotgun. Fake handoff, play action, and NC State's all over it. Dungy loses the football, and Aaron Cervais, the center, is able to fall on top of it. Dungy lost the football as he went down as he was getting sacked, and a big play there by the NC State defense. Couple different guys getting into him, but liable for the strip sack there is the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. He's played so well here tonight. He's got that captain sticker on his jersey, as you can see now. Something interesting about Syracuse, they don't have captains. They have different ones every game. Nobody gets that patch because they're a family. They're an Owana. A team as a strike up the middle. First down and more after a 3rd and 13 conversion. Sean Riley putting those big mitts into the air. And he's a small guy, but man, is he fast. As you can see him beating out there Jarris Moorhead. As another pass to the left sideline is complete to Nykeem Johnson for 7. And Syracuse driving here early in the 3rd quarter, looking to put points off fast and efficiently. Dungy, under center, is going to pass it towards the left side. Pass is complete to Sean Riley. Looks like he's going to get his way to a first down after a 2nd and 2. Syracuse going fast here, trying to wear out this NC State defense. And it's hot in this dome. Dungy has to quiet the crowd. They're so ecstatic here in the dome. And they're going to look towards the sideline. Dungy saw something in the secondary. He wanted to change up his play. Let's see what they have to offer here. Look towards the left sideline. A good matchup there as Dante Strickland plows his way forward near the end zone. Big run there, and he's excited, as well as this whole stadium and this Syracuse football team. Near a first down. It's going to be 2nd and very short inside the 5. 2nd and 2 on the 3-yard line for Syracuse. Look at the stack here. Chris Elmore, Jarvian Howard's going to get the carry up the middle, and he's going to get nothing on the play. Going to remain 2nd and 2. That's actually going to move him back to about the 4-yard line. NC State read that one. Couldn't get the lead blocking up front from Chris Elmore. That's okay. The big fullback in there, the tank as they call him. Actually, he did get the good block. He blocked very, very well there. on number 3, Jermaine Pratt, but the rest of the O-line couldn't hold up. Looking to the sideline, 1 for 5 on third down so far is Syracuse. Dungy in the shotgun, hands it off to Jarvian Howard, and actually it's a fake. It was going to go to Jarvian Howard. Dungy rolled out, and he's tripped up. He knew he had 6 on that one. Tripped up his quarterback, Eric Dungy, but he's still good for the first down. And they're going to get a fresh set of downs right at the 2-yard line. Dungy knew he had it. Nice little shifty spin move there. It was originally going to be a play to Jarvian Howard, and they just saw the coverage. They saw that it wasn't going to be there, and Dungy took it back. Had 6, but he still has the first down. Plenty of opportunities left. How about a good block by Evan Adams, number 63 up front. He's been an asset to the Syracuse offensive line, as well as Coda Martin, who significantly enough is actually living in Dino Baber's basement. He's married to his Dino Baber's daughter, so kind of a little interesting tidbit there. And yup, they just confirmed it. First down, Syracuse. First down and goal from the 2-yard line. Creeping up towards the 10-minute mark. Handoff up the middle to Jarvian Howard. Still not in at the 1-yard line. Stopped just shy. Man, does that kid want to find the end zone. The freshman tank. This Syracuse fan base is really, really excited about him. They're excited about Abdul Adams and Tristan Jackson next year. 2 big transfers. Abdul from Oklahoma. And Jarvian Howard up the middle. Looks like he's got a touchdown this time. We're going to wait the call. Tristan Jackson also from Michigan State, as I mentioned. They're not going to give it to him. 3rd and goal. Another big stop from up front from NC State. He was so close to the end zone. Couldn't pile his way in. Now Eric Dungy on the quarterback sneak. Looks like he's in now. Awaiting the signal, he's in. Touchdown, Syracuse. Another one tallied up on the board. A chance to go up 2 full touchdowns. A chance to go up 14 here. Good push up front, and they finally get their way into the end zone. Good quarterback sneak from Eric Dungy. Look at that. He was shy at first, and Chris Elmore giving him the extra boost, pushing his way into the end zone, and Syracuse back with a big lead in this game. That's just the way they wanted to start the second half. They were a little bit stagnant to end off the half, so that's just what they needed. Look at that. Just big bodies up front, physical battle, getting his way in. Now Andre Schmidt looking for this one. That was a 14-play, 75-yard drive, and that took off almost 6 minutes on the clock. So big-time drive there from Syracuse. Point after attempts up and good. Syracuse leads 34-20 now in this ball game. We'll be right back here at the Carrier Dome. We're going to send you to a quick break as NC State looks to take over and respond, led by Ryan Finley and this dual-threat offense. Welcome back to the Carrier Dome here as Sterling Hofstrichter and Syracuse booted away. Thurman Thomas looks like he's just going to take a fair catch, let it bounce out of the back of the end zone. Surprisingly on that one, they actually had Kelvin Harmon on the return. It wasn't even Thurman Thomas, who's usually been doing it. Kelvin Harmon just let that one bounce out of the back. And now NC State gearing up for a big drive here. This is almost a must-score situation. They don't want to have to really claw their way back into this game because this is really a big-time situation here. If you want to win this football game, you need some score. And Ryan Finley's just going to fall. Little snap mishap. Looks like he tripped. And Ryan Finley's going to fall. 2nd down, that's a loss of yardage, and that's not how you want to start. Yep, he just trips right over his own feet there. Not a good way to start out. There's an injury on the field. We'll be right back here in Syracuse. We welcome you back here to the Loud House Carrier Dome Syracuse leading 34-20 over the number 22 ranked NC State Wolfpack. 8:55 left here to go as the clock continues to wind in the third quarter. Second down and 13 for Ryan Finley in this NC State offense. One man in the backfield. Play action, fake. Pressure coming towards Finley. He's going to deliver a pass completed. Calvin Harmon right around the first down marker. Not sure if they're going to give it to him or not. Let's see the spot. But a big play there to convert on second down. This is a drive where NC State really looking, they kind of need a score here because they're starting to fall back out of this game. Still certainly playable, but a score here could go a long way later on down the road. Little bit of confusion here, looks like, for NC State up front. Finley talking to his defense, his offensive line. This crowd's going nuts on third down and 1. Syracuse clearly showing blitz, and Finley with just a quick quarterback sneak. Looks like it's good enough for a first down, and it is. First down, fresh set of downs here for the Wolfpack. Big play there. Syracuse been so good on third down all year, one of the best teams in the country. Couldn't get it done down there on third and short. Good blocking up ahead by the big boys up front for NC State as Finley is just able to dive his way for a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Finley under center. Emezi in motion as it's going to be a play action fake again right about at the 40-yard line. Jacoby Myers, a completed pass from Ryan Finley. It's going to be second down and 5. Good play design there by NC State. 2 men in the backfield. Kind of interesting here. They got Brady Bodine here. Again, a flea flicker. Finley looking deep, wide open is the tight end. And it looks like he's just going to stroll his way inside to the 10-yard line. Knocked out of bounds there by Melifonwu. But wow, what a play design there. And number 6, Angeline Carey, his first reception of the day is on a flea flicker fake. And he was wide open. That had a touchdown written all over it. Great play design there by the offensive coordinator here for NC State. As a pass towards the end zone, complete just shy of the goal line. Scoop Bradshaw was in coverage, but Emezi was too much for him as NC State's going to get it at the 1-yard line. Great play design here on this drive. I really think that Des Kitchens and George McDonald knew they needed to score here, and they're coming out big time. Finley delivering strikes with that football. Play up the middle, and Bodine waltzes his way into the end zone with a big hole. NC State's not going away. They're just down by a score here now. Clawing their way back into this game once again. Every time Syracuse seems to take away all the momentum, NC State finds a way to swing their way back into it. And Bodine, with just his 4th touchdown of the year, a big one to get them back into this game. PAT here now up and good, barely. Shanked it a little bit towards the right upright, but it still goes through. And a big-time set of plays here for NC State. Set up there by Ryan Finley in the tight end. Carey Angeline, but not enough. And Syracuse gives up some points there, 34-27, as the boot sails out of the back of the end zone. Syracuse will take over at the 25-yard line. Eric Dungy in this offense looking for something big here. This is a game where it seems like the people, I know this sounds like every football game, but really the last person to score and whoever scores the most is going to win. And it's really a back-and-forth battle, has been all game. And NC State really, if they want to get back into it like they were, need a stop here, quick one. And I don't know if they're going to get it. A handoff up the middle to Mo Neal. Let's see if Mo Neal gets anything. He gets about 3. And he's going to come out. They're going to send out Strickland, the senior running back. Second down and 7. Just about 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Dungy looking towards the middle. Pass complete into double coverage. What a dime that was. 15-yard gain for Nykeem Johnson. And Syracuse rolling once again. Good protection up front. Dungy has to deliver a laser beam into double, almost triple coverage. He does so. And another big catch out of Nykeem Johnson. First down. Nykeem got 130 yards and a touchdown off of 6 receptions so far tonight. Been a big game through the air for both teams. Syracuse 361 yards through the air. NC State 336. Dungey on the scramble gets hit hard. After about 3 or 4, flag comes out. They might give him unnecessary roughness. They might even look at targeting. Let's see. Little bit of a dirty hit late. They're actually going to call face mask. Dungey must have been dragged down by his head there. And yup, by the looks of it, he was. Certainly not a play you wanted to have there if you're NC State. Is number 55 defensive end Deontay Holden guilty as charged on that one. And it's going to be a fresh set of downs into NC State territory. 7 penalties for 76 yards so far today for the Wolfpack. Dungey in the shotgun. Plenty of time to deliver his shot outside to Sean Riley, who gets hit hard, but he's going to soak it. Good enough for 7 yards for Syracuse. 2nd down and 2, so it was actually good enough for 8. The Orange look towards the sideline here. Dungey in the shotgun, handoff up the middle. It's going to be a fake. Dungey took it himself. He's got Taj Harris towards the right sideline, and he has Taj Harris for a touchdown. I don't think that's how that was supposed to happen, but look how things work out. Dungey saw something, and he took advantage of it. Taj Harris, 31-yard touchdown reception. 5 plays for 75 yards, and 1:59 is how long it took. What a play for Syracuse, and this Syracuse offense here. Eric Dungey so good at making things happen. He clearly saw something, and he found it, exploiting the NC State defense. And let's see if Andre Schmidt can boot this one up through the uprights and take another 2-touchdown lead. Kick is up and good. Syracuse leads NC State 41-27 with 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. What a play by Eric Dungey. It was a designed quarterback run, but he saw something in the defense, and Taj Harris just goes right up over the defender. And another Syracuse touchdown. We'll be right back. Welcome back here inside the Carrier Dome. Syracuse coming off of a big score as Sterling Hofstrichter is going to boot it away. The Orange lead NC State 41-27 here. And what a play there. Eric Dungey making it all happen. Taj Harris, it was a play that wasn't written up originally, but Dungey was a designed quarterback keeper, and he just saw something. Taj Harris came wide open, beating out the coverage, and it ended up in 6 points on the board for the Orange. And then to cap it all off, a nice point-after attempt by Andre Schmidt. So now Ryan Finley and this NC State offense going back to work here at the 25-yard line. The ball bounced back out of the end of the end zone. And Finley's going to do a play-action fake. Pressure coming from Scoop Bradshaw, and he's just going to throw this one towards the right sideline. The pass is caught and complete to Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers really having a lot of receptions and good yardage here thus far in the second half of action. NC State really got to get things churning once again. They've been playing from behind throughout most of this ball game, and this here could become yet another critical possession. As I said the last time, we're getting late here in the third quarter, 4:03 remaining. They do say Jacoby Myers was out of bounds, so now NC State facing a 2nd down and 10 as they look to the sideline for the play. Myers went up for it, and it appears he may have gotten a foot in bounds with a little bit of a bobble. I think they're going to review this one. And they do. They're sending this one to a review. And this certainly looks like he got it in bounds. I know you guys can't see it. This is a radio broadcast. But it certainly looks like he got this one in bounds. Almost both feet, to be quite honest. We'll be right back here. We're going to send you a quick break. But I definitely think this one's going to be going forward, and it's going to be about an 8-yard gain for Jacoby Myers in North Carolina State Wolfpack. Giovanni Heater here, welcoming you back inside the Loud House Carrier Dome on behalf of Orange Heat. And as we expected, the play is reversed. Now it is a 2nd down and 6. Jacoby Myers did complete the pass inbounds as Finley in the shotgun, handing it off to the right side with a 1st down and more. He's absolutely laid out by Evan Foster. Nonetheless, Reggie Gillespie has a 1st down with another 5 yards added onto it for this Wolfpack offense, who's in such dire need of a score here. Big hit there by Evan Foster for the Orange, but it is a 1st down. Now another play coming. Pass towards the right side is complete to Kelvin Harmon. Harmon dragged down by his shoelaces, just crossing the 50-yard line at about the 48. Big reception there. He's having himself quite a day. There, Kelvin Harmon adding on another one. Finley facing pressure once again. Finley took a big shot while he was delivering that pass from Chris Slayton, but he did get the ball off in time. Now it's a 2nd down and 2 just inside of Syracuse territory for this Wolfpack offense. 2 men in the backfield. One of them is going to be Gillespie, who's going to take the handoff, and he's going to lose about a yard or 2 on the play. Big tackle there by Ryan Guthrie and Keelan Whitner teaming up for that one. Big hard hit there, as well as Darian Roberso, who you really don't see much for Syracuse. He's out there at defensive end. Don't see him too much with this star-studded defensive line, but he also got in on that tackle. Now a 3rd down and 3 right at midfield here for NC State. Syracuse defense looking for another big stop here. Finley in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers out, 2 to each side. Gillespie's going to be in there for a little bit of a block, and he's going to get a 1st down. Pass is complete there to number 87. That's going to be his 1st reception of the day, Thayer Thomas. Excuse me, not his 1st reception, his 3rd reception on the day. Big catch there for Thomas. Big strike from Finley. Faced pressure, and he got the ball away. 1st down, NC State. Finley, 356 yards so far on the day, 2 touchdowns, and he's 18 for 32. He hasn't thrown a pick yet. There hasn't been any turnovers in this game, actually. And Finley's going to run to the outside. He's going to get about 4. That was a designed quarterback run, which you almost never see. Finley, certainly more of a pocket passing presence than a running quarterback. Nonetheless, that one's going to work for about 4 yards. And now we have an NC State Wolfpack team that's driving a little bit here. As far as talking ball control, both teams are almost identical. They've each run 57 plays on the dot. And NC State has had possession for 22 minutes, Syracuse for 21:56. So they're both almost identical right there. Finley in the shotgun. Gillespie's in the backfield with him. He's going to block. It's going to be a pass towards the right side, and it is complete. Kelvin Harmon once again, and that's going to be an NC State 1st down as we're inside of a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Scoop Bradshaw was playing to the outside a little bit too much, expecting more of a deep pass, and NC State was certainly able to make him pay for that as they complete it for another 1st down, and NC State really driving here on the Syracuse 25-yard line, knocking on the door of the red zone. 2 men in the backfield, and Finley's going to pass once again. Pressure coming, rolling out towards the right side, and he's going to be sacked for a 6-yard loss on the play. What a play there by Chris Slayton, number 95, the big man, coming in, making one of those senior leadership type plays, getting the sack on Ryan Finley, and that is going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now Syracuse gaining a little bit of momentum defensively here. We're going to send you to a break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere because we got an exciting 4th quarter of action coming up here in Syracuse, New York. Welcoming you back here inside the Carrier Dome. My name's Giovanni Heater. Syracuse leads NC State 41-27 as we kick off the 4th quarter. NC State just suffered a big-time sack from defensive lineman Chris Slayton. Finley facing a 2nd down and 16 at their Syracuse 31-yard line. Finley facing pressure again, running around. He's going to deliver a strike up the middle. Nearly caught, tipped away, and incomplete. Big play there by the freshman Andre Cisco, tipping it away there from Jacoby Myers. We do have a flag down on the field, and it looks like it's going to be pass interference in favor of NC State. So Cisco making a freshman mistake there, committing the pass interference. Really don't know about that one. Just kind of looked like he batted it away, but they're going to give Jacoby Myers the call, and he certainly stepped over Myers. That almost warranted a unsportsmanlike conduct as well. So NC State, fresh set of downs now, moving closer to the end zone. So you were at the 31-yard line, and now you're well inside of the red zone. So a little bit of a costly mistake there for Syracuse. Penalties have been limited thus far. Penalties and turnovers, both teams have been doing a really good job at limiting those, but that's a costly one. That's going to move NC State to the 16-yard line, right at the spot of the foul. And let's see what this offense can do here. Syracuse looking for another big stop. 3 linebackers in the set. Nobody's deep. It's going to be a play-action pass. Finley's going to throw, and he's got his tight end for an NC State touchdown. Carey Angeline with his second reception of the game, and this one goes for 6. What a throw and what a catch by Angeline. Finley throws a perfect ball, puts it up where only his tight end can get it. And oh, this one might be coming back. It looks like he definitely caught the ball, but it looks like he might have his knee down before he crosses the goal line. We could have NC State right at the 1-yard line, or the half-yard line, rather, trying to punch this one in. Nonetheless, a big play there for the Wolfpack to get them back on the board. They're definitely going to review this one. It was Ryan Guthrie back there, as well as Trill Williams back there trying to play on him. Guthrie there, obviously, because of tight end linebacker matchup, clearly got beat there. The ruling on the field is a touchdown. It's under review, and while they're reviewing it, we're going to send you to a break. We'll be right back in the Carrier Dome. We are back here in Syracuse, New York on a beautiful October night nearing Halloween. It's getting spooky in the Dome. They did mark him a yard short, but it doesn't matter because Reggie Gillespie is going to put it right up the gut for a North Carolina State touchdown. The number 22 team in the nation, certainly not going out just yet. They're not going to shy away from this high-powered Orange football team. That's 10 plays for 75 yards in 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Reggie Gillespie, 17 rushes for 62 yards and a touchdown so far tonight. And if this PAT is good, which it is, it's now just a 7-point Syracuse lead. 2 back-to-back scoring drives for both Syracuse and NC State. First, you had the big play from Eric Dungey to Taj Harris. And on this one, you had the big pass from Ryan Finley to Carey Angeline. And to cap it all off, Reggie Gillespie shoved it right up the gut of the Orange defense. Big hole was created by the offensive line, and he's able to stroll his way into the end zone. Now, NC State has won 10 of the last 14 games against Syracuse. That's a big number right there, so Syracuse wants to respond on that one. A little bit of a weird kickoff formation here for the Wolfpack, as it's going to go deep. Sean Riley is going to return this one, and he's going to have some room here. He's going to be taken down at about the 26-yard line, so would have been the same as if you would have called a fair catch just about, but thought why not try it. He saw a little bit of a hole. It closed quickly. Nothing wrong with that. And Syracuse and Eric Dungey are going to take over here. Eric Dungey coming out. He's played so well in all 4 years here at Syracuse, really being the answer to all these Syracuse fans' prayers, so to speak, as they've struggled the last couple years, and really they struggle when Eric Dungey's not in there. Last year, the big win over defending national champions, number 2 Clemson in this building. Looking for another big upset here. Handoff up the middle. Mo Neal's going to get a yard or 2 on the play. Not much there. Clock continues to wind. Syracuse certainly going to let the clock wind a little bit here in the fourth quarter. because they do have a 7-point lead. 2nd down and 8. Dante Strickland in the backfield with Dungy. Dungy's going to look towards the right sideline. A pass is complete to Sean Riley. Sean Riley, that's going to be good enough for a 1st down plus a yard. So Syracuse able to move the chains a little bit here. Both teams have all 3 timeouts for the second half. Just want to throw that out there. 13 minutes and 40 seconds continue to tick away here in the 4th quarter. Eric Dungy, 9,997 total yards so far. Just surpassed Donovan McNabb tonight. And he's hoping to reach 10,000 here as a pass is going to go towards the right sideline, off the fingertips of Custis and out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 for the Orange. Dungy's saying, come on, man, you got to corral that one. You got to make that catch. It was a little bit outside. Custis had to stretch for it. This Dome crowd's loving it. They're loving this winning feeling as Dungy's going to face pressure, and he's going to go down, sacked hard there by Jermaine Pratt once again. Pratt's been all over the place on defense today for NC State, and there's another big one right there. That's his 3rd sack of the night on quarterback Eric Dungy, and it comes at a good time. Syracuse now facing a 3rd down. Dungy got absolutely punched right in the gut there on that tackle. What a hit from Jermaine Pratt, and Dungy's certainly feeling that one. That's NC State's 4th total sack today. 3rd down and 21. Syracuse might give this ball right back to NC State. 3rd and 21 from their own 26-yard line. Dungy in the shotgun. He's going to face pressure once again. Throw a strike up the middle. It's completed to Sean Riley for a 1st down and more. Crossing midfield. What a big play. What a pitch and catch there from Eric Dungy to Sean Riley. And how about Sean Riley? Have yourself a game number 10. The little man, the water bug, has been all over the place today. A pitch to the outside, left side. Nykeem Johnson's good for another 6 yards or so on that one. But Sean Riley's been the story of the day, not only as a return man, but as a receiver as well. Getting some good production in the slot. Usually he's not their go-to man. Usually he's not the first person Dungy looks at, but tonight he certainly has been. And on 2nd down and 4, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to him again. They got stacked receivers to the left side. Dungy, it's a designed quarterback run, and he's so shifty on his feet. He's got a 1st down crossing the 30-yard line and out of bounds. He's talking chippy, and he knows what's up. Jermaine Pratt and Eric Dungy going at it a little bit there with words. Certainly both players have good respect for each other. And an NC State man appears to be down on the field. Syracuse fans don't like it. It's rumored that in this building, a lot of players will go down with a fake injury or a cramp due to stopping momentum. This one looks like it could be serious. He's going to be okay. He's going to come off the field. The Syracuse fans certainly don't like it. It was Seth Williams there, the linebacker for NC State, going out with the injury. Eric Dungy in the shotgun. Zaire Franklin's back there with him. Or excuse me, not Zaire Franklin. That was number 4 from last year. And a big pass towards the left sideline. Taj Harris. They're going to say it's incomplete. He was out of bounds. I don't know about that one. That looked like it was a good catch. Depends if he was able to get his foot down or not. Now, by Zaire Franklin, I meant Dante Strickland, of course. Zaire Franklin, the linebacker that wore number 4 here last year. Ravian Pierce, the big boy tight end, coming into the game on the right sideline. Pass to the outside. Strickland's going out for a wheel route. The pass is complete up the middle to Ravian Pierce as he just comes in the game and gets a big catch. Gain of about 5, and it's going to be 3rd down for the Orange. 11 minutes remaining in the ball game. Good tackle there by Jermaine Pratt on the big man. But also a nice design play by Ravian Pierce. Ravian Pierce standing at 6'3", 244. He's a senior. Syracuse 4 for 8 on 3rd down thus far. It's 3rd down and 4. Certainly a play here could go a long way. Sean Riley, 11 targets, 9 receptions for 155 yards. And they'd love to get him in the end zone as a handoff up the middle to Zaire. I said it again. I said it again, to Dante Strickland. He went with a burst, but he was stopped short. A big tackle there by Jermaine Pratt, ripping him to the ground. That's a man-like tackle against a man-like runner. Zaire hit him first, and it was a quick reaction there out of Pratt as they look towards the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th down and 2. Just creeping our way inside of 10 minutes left in the ball game. And they decide against it. They send out Andre Schmidt in the kicking unit. They got to rush this one. Just 7 seconds left on the play clock. I don't know if Dino's going to call a quick timeout. They're going to get with this one off. 3, 2, 1. They do just get it off. Schmidt boots it away, and it is way no good. To the left, they do say Dino Babers got a timeout just in time. Not really fair. They had to rush that one. And the next kick, about to send it right out here. The kick here for Andre Schmidt is up and good. The kid is automatic. Syracuse takes a 44-point advantage here. They now lead NC State by 10 points, and this is a big, big lead if you're Syracuse. You just turned it into a 2-possession game with under 10 minutes left in the ball game, and that's big time right there if you're Syracuse. NC State coming out for another offensive drive. Syracuse now leading 44-34. Ryan Finley need a little bit of firepower here with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Finley in the shotgun. One man back there with him in motion. Finley facing pressure. Pass towards the left sideline. That's a 1st down and more for Jacoby Myers. And that's going to move the chains. That's what you like to see if you're an NC State fan right about now. Running back in there once again is going to go ahead and be Brady Bodine in the backfield with him. They got two tight ends stacked right here. Facing pressure. Finley's going to roll out of it. Doesn't know what to do. He might throw this one away. Just before he gets sacked, he lets it go, and he still soaks a big hit there by number 55, Kendall Coleman. Laid the boom. And Finley doesn't like it. He wanted a flag, but he's not going to get one. The refs are going to let him play. 9 minutes left here. 2nd down and 10 for NC State. They still have all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time left in the ball game. Plenty of football to be played. But you're definitely looking for the end zone here, or at least a field goal. Definitely want points. Reggie Gillespie back in under Ryan Finley in the I formation. Finley's going to drop back into the shotgun now. And it's going to be a handoff to Gillespie up the middle. He's good for about 5, dragging a defender with him. Finally, Ryan Guthrie able to bring him down. Gillespie has had himself quite a night here tonight. Syracuse fans getting loud on 3rd down and 4. Finley can barely hear himself think down there. They're 5 for 13 tonight on 3rd down conversions, and Syracuse certainly has their number there. Look to the left side. A good matchup here between Melifonwu and Kelvin Harmon. As it's going to be a pass towards the right sideline. He has a wide open Kelvin Harmon, who's just dragged down by Evan Foster. As I said, Melifonwu got beat initially, and I said go ahead and look out for that one. And Evan Foster had to be the saving grace at the safety position to pull him down. We said keep an eye on that, and they certainly showed it to us. That's been a good matchup throughout the entire ball game. Melifonwu on Kelvin Harmon. And Melifonwu appears to be injured on the field. Not a good one there, but a big gain by NC State. And it is Melifonwu who's down. We're going to send you to a break while they check that one out. We'll be right back here in Syracuse. NC State driving. Ifatu Melifonwu, the injured man on the play, is going to come out for the Orange, just a freshman. And it's getting pretty thin there in the secondary for the Orange. Antoine Cordy injured, Melifonwu now out. Scoop Bradshaw was injured last week. As a handoff up the middle to Reggie Gillespie goes nowhere. He's going to lose 2 yards on the play. Big tackle and breakthrough there by Alton Robinson. It's 2nd down and goal, but they're outside of the 10-yard line now for NC State. big grab there before, though, by Kelvin Harmon. That gets him 222 yards thus far on the day for 9 catches. Big production out of him. And Ryan Finley slinging it out there tonight. Creeping towards 400 yards now. Reggie Gillespie. It's going to be a pass towards the right sideline to Kelvin Harmon. And it's a NC State touchdown. Just like that, the game has a chance to be within 3 points. 7:23 left to go, and we are having ourselves a game. That's Kelvin Harmon's second touchdown of the night, and what a pass. It's a fadeaway turn route right there to Kelvin Harmon, catches it right over his shoulder. Those are so hard to execute as a passer, and Ryan Finley did it beautifully. That's a 6-play, 75-yard drive that just took 2 minutes. That's all. And Syracuse now leading 44-40. This extra point means a lot. This decides if it's a field goal game or if it's a touchdown-like game for NC State's next drive, and we'll see. But nonetheless, a big pitch and catch there from Ryan Finley to Kelvin Harmon, and this is a quarterback's game. Absolutely. This play is now going to be under review if he had possession all the way through the fall or not. Looks like it was a little bit juggled. I certainly think he got it once you watch the replay. We'll see what the officials think, and we'll be right back on Orange Heat. Welcome back here in Syracuse, New York. The play does stand. That's a touchdown for Kelvin Harmon and this NC State Wolfpack team. And the PAT is up and just barely good. It almost looked like it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. A little bit of a knuckleball. Nonetheless, it sails through, and we got ourselves a 3-point ball game here in Syracuse, New York at the Loud House Carrier Dome. We're going to send you to one more break, and we'll be right back. This game turning out to be an ACC instant classic here as we welcome you back to Syracuse, New York. My name's Giovanni Heater, of course. And this kickoff's going to go sail way over Shine Riley's head into the back of the end zone, and that is going to be a touchback. Syracuse going to start at the 25-yard line. What are they looking to do here? They're looking to score. They need to score. Leading this game still by 3 points. A lot of momentum swinging in favor of the Wolfpack, and a score here would certainly be big. Aaron Cervais at the center position played so solidly. This offensive line been kind of an unsung hero as it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Mo Neal's going to get 2 on the play. Second down, clock's churning. Just creeping towards 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Syracuse leading their lucky number 44. NC State 41. Eric Dungy in the shotguns. He's going to drop back. Plenty of time. Passing towards the right sideline. It's a catch. Taj Harris. Taj Harris fumbles the football. Luckily, it rolls out of bounds. Therefore, Syracuse is still going to get the ball where it rolls out of bounds. Taj Harris definitely fumbled that football. Some NC State players saying it was an incomplete pass. I believe he caught it. He appeared to make a football move, as they say in the rule book, and churn his legs a little bit. And I don't think they're going to review it. Syracuse trying to get the snap off in time here. Dungy in the shotgun. Mo Neal back there with him. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Mo's going to get 1, if that, on the play. Syracuse now will be facing a second down. About 6:30 left in the ball game. So far, Syracuse has 84 rush yards compared to NC State's just 68. Clear advantage there for the Orange. Still haven't hit 100 yet. It's really been an offensive air raid type game as we expected. Syracuse 464 passing yards in contrary to NC State's 556. Dungy in the shotgun. 1 man to the right side now. Pressure's coming. Dungy's going to deliver a strike up the middle. Sean Riley again. And that's good enough for a Syracuse first down. And Sean Riley loves it. So does head coach Dino Babers. And we have another injured player on the field for the Wolfpack. And the Syracuse fans don't like it at all. Injured man down there for the Wolfpack. Number 15, Chris Ingram, he's had a pretty decent game tonight. And it looks like he was injured on the tackle. Kind of shoved his shoulder into Riley there. He was NC State's last little saving grace. He's just going to be walked off of the field as we're inside of 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. And Syracuse is still going to have a first down. Chris Ingram, 6 foot, 186-pound sophomore from Mooresville, North Carolina. Consistently played well here tonight as the Syracuse offense trots back onto the field. Eric Dungy in the shotgun. They really usually only have one man back there with them. Right now they're going with Mo Neal. So far, a lot of this game, it's been Dante Strickland, the senior running back. They have a nice 1-2 punch coming up next season. So exciting. They're going to have Mo Neal. They're going to have Jarvian Howard as well as the Oklahoma transfer, Abdul Adams. Really excited to see what he'll be able to do. He transferred out of Oklahoma due to he couldn't get along with the coaching staff, but he got a consistent amount of carries last year and did big things there. So they're really hoping he'll be a nice addition to the Syracuse offense. As a handoff up the middle to Mo Neal on first down is going to go just about nowhere, maybe a yard on the play. Just about 5 minutes left in this ball game. Some substitutions coming out for the Orange offense. The tank, Chris Elmore, now in the game for blocking purposes, most likely. Number 36, Big Boy, has been a big addition to this Syracuse team thus far. Now, both teams here tonight averaging 7.8 yards per play exactly. So, Dungy in the shotgun. Play action pass towards the left side. Taj Harris completes it. Looks like he's right at the first down marker. Going to see if they'll give it to him. Doesn't look like it. Just shy. Third down and less than a yard to go before the first down marker. Big play here on third down for the Orange as we reach the 4-minute mark of action. Taj Harris, a big catch there. Good coverage there, though, by number 20, Tashawn Smith for the Wolfpack. He's in there right now for Ingram. As we said, Ingram was injured a few plays ago. Syracuse 44, NC State 41, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left as Eric Dungy's got a first down and plenty more. There's a flag down on the field. The question is it offensive or defensive? And yes, sir, it is an offensive penalty. Dino Babers shaking his head. Holding for Syracuse. That's going to set him back. They're going to face another third down, this time much longer. Eric Dungy had the first down. He didn't even need the hold to get it. Nonetheless, Syracuse commits a bad penalty there. Guilty as charged. Aaron Roberts, number 59, 6'4", 292, redshirt senior out of Chicago, Illinois. And that's just a costly mistake, especially if you're a freshman who's played on this team for so long, as he has. Now third down and 11 for the Oranges. Dungy's going to drop back in the pocket. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Throwing it towards the right side and way over the head of Nykeem Johnson. Incomplete. In coverage there for the Wolfpack was number 21. Stephen Griffin, he's been consistent tonight as well in the secondary. And now for Syracuse, the last 3 games have been decided within the final 3 minutes of play. So fourth down and 11, they're going to give the ball back to NC State, a team that's hungry for points. A field goal would tie it. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hofstrichter, 4 punts, averaging 43 yards a punt. And he's put 2 inside of the 20 tonight. That's going to be down by Jamal Custis at about the 14-yard line. Looking ahead for the Orange, they have some big games coming up, but looking at their losses, a stumbling loss in overtime at Pittsburgh. Really costly, really heartbreaking. Before that, there was a loss on the road in Death Valley. Had Clemson beat right till the last second. And last week, a big double overtime win to North Carolina. If they win tonight, they're bowl eligible for the first time since 2013. Certainly the first time in the Dino Babers era that this would happen. But first they got to stop a hungry NC State Wolfpack offense that has 3 minutes to play here and a fresh set of downs. Ryan Finley drops back. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Going to throw towards the left sideline. What a deflection there by Antoine Cordy back into this game. He was questionable to start out the night. That might be one of the most acrobatic and best deflections I've ever seen. Getting a hand on the ball. The intended receiver there, Thayer Thomas, couldn't corral it in, all because Antoine Cordy making one of the most acrobatic deflections I've ever seen in college football. What a play. And 3 minutes left here. Watch Kelvin Harmon on Melifonwu, who's back into this game. They're going to do a switch, matter of fact. Scoop Bradshaw now on Kelvin Harmon. He's going to drop back a little bit. Pressure coming from Allen Robinson. Finley's going to step up, pitch it to Gillespie, and Gillespie's going to be hit shy of the line of scrimmage. Guess who it is again? It's Antoine Cordy making a big play for this Syracuse Orange defense, and that one was huge. Under 3 minutes left here. It's a loud third down in the Carrier Dome. Might be the loudest it's been all night. This kind of college football atmosphere will give you chills as Syracuse in dire need of a stop, leading by 3 points, 44-41. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left as the clock continues to tick. Third down, deep inside their own territory at the 15-yard line. Finley drops back. He's absolutely crushed, and it's intercepted. Alton Robinson made the play on Ryan Finley, who threw it away right to Andrew Armstrong. And Syracuse takes over with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the ball game. Inside the red zone, Alton Robinson has been all over the quarterback all night, and he throws Finley to the ground. That's the first turnover for either team tonight, and it shows how costly it can be. Clearly beats the offensive lineman, hit as he throws. The intended receiver there was Kelvin Harmon, and Andrew Armstrong jumps right in front of it to take it away. And look at Alton Robinson pumping his fist. He knows what he did. And Syracuse has a chance to pull away with this game, leading by 3 at the NC State 20-yard line with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. What a play. And this dome lid just blew right off as Eric Dungy is going to take the snap. He's going to be dragged down shy of the line of scrimmage. Forward progress might have him right at the line of scrimmage. But this Carrier Dome is going insane. When Alton Robinson made that hit and Andrew Armstrong made that interception, the roof blew off of this place. And this is a seriously excited Syracuse team looking at bowl eligibility for the first time since 2013. No player on this Syracuse team, coach or athlete, has ever seen a bowl game. And this would be really exciting and go a long way in creating a culture here. This is something that builds a program. And if they reach 6 wins tonight, they're far from done. Say you win out, you're looking at an 11 or 12 win season here. And Syracuse certainly likes the looks of that kind of opportunity. Ryan Finley committing the first turnover of the game, and we knew it was going to be a back and forth battle, and we even said earlier on in the ball game, bet you the first team to commit a turnover loses this game, and Ryan Finley looks on, hoping his defense can make some kind of miracle stop as Syracuse now in the red zone. A flag is down. It looks like it is a false start. And it is. That's going to drive the Orange back 5 yards now. Still 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Second down and 15 for the Orange, as this crowd looks on hoping for a big score here. NC State leads the series 10-1 against Syracuse. They've won all 5 games played in the Loud House Carrier Dome. Syracuse looking to snap that streak right here with a big win. Dungy in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Dante Strickland. He's going to get just 3. And it's going to be a big third down, an opportunity here for the NC State Wolfpack. Syracuse needs points at least. I mean, they're up by 3. If you just get a field goal, that still puts you up by 6, and that gives NC State a chance to kick a big field goal. Now, looking at the upsets in the past, 2016, Syracuse defeats number 17, Virginia Tech. Last year, the big win at home over number 2 and defending national champions Clemson. Earlier this season, even though Florida State didn't play out to what they thought they were going to, big win at home, blowing out Florida State. And this win would go a long way. This could be the first time a Syracuse program is ranked since 2001. After both those upsets in 2016, they went 0-4 afterwards. 2017 to Clemson, they went 0-5 after. Now they need a big win here. Eric Dungey in the shotgun. 3rd down and 11. Play action fake. Pass up the middle, and that's going to be pass interference. The intended receiver was Taj Harris, and number 20 in coverage there to Sean Smith, making a freshman-like mistake. He's in there now for Ingram, who went out injured, and a costly mistake on 3rd and 11. Taj Harris was the intended receiver, and clear pass interference all over the back of Taj Harris. And that's going to give Syracuse a fresh set of downs at the spot of the foul. And Syracuse looking like they might win this football game after that. NC State would have had a chance had that not happened, but certainly not the case. And that man's got to be feeling bad for himself right now. All the Orange fans on their feet right now, awaiting a pull-away score here. NC State now tonight 8 penalties for 91 yards as a handoff up the middle to Jarvian Howard is good for about 3. Now going to be 2nd down and goal here. Syracuse still leading by 3. Minute 56 left. The clock's going to continue until right now NC State calls a timeout. Now, while this timeout's being played out, we're going to send you away, and we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. We're in for a wild finish in Syracuse. Welcome back inside the Dome. The Orange knocking on the door of the end zone as they lead number 22 ranked NC State 44-41 with just under 2 minutes left to play as a handoff up the middle to Jarvian Howard is stopped shy of the end zone, a gain of about 2. And now it's going to be 3rd down. NC State with a last gasp of an opportunity here. A costly pass interference committed on Taj Harris there by Tashawn Smith of the Wolfpack. Eric Dungey talking to his offense, talking to his tight end Ravian Pierce right now as the clock continues to wind down. Minute 24 left, still ticking away. 3rd down. Late in this ball game, they're going to be able to run this all the way down to about the 1-minute mark. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 2-1, and it looks like they're going to just call a timeout and design a play here to score. Smart play there by Dino Babers. Timeout Syracuse. They still got 1 left now as they lead NC State 44-41, and Ryan Finley looking on, just hoping his defense can pull off some kind of big play here that they're in such dire need for. He's played a near-perfect game, 24 for 41, 454 yards, tallied plenty of touchdowns up on the board, delivered strikes all night. It's really been an air raid type game from both quarterbacks and both offenses. We'll see how this all plays out in a few. We're going to send you away. We'll be right back here on Orange Heat. Both teams have played such a good game here in the Carrier Dome. And Syracuse gearing up for another score here. It's 3rd down. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle to Dante Strickland. He's into the end zone. Syracuse touchdown. And that's going to do it all but win it for the Orange. It's just about all but over here in Syracuse as they take a 50-41 lead. 5-play, 21-yard drive with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. And that is just about going to do it. NC State's going to look for a last gasp, but that all set up by beautiful defense executed. A big hit by Alton Robinson, forcing an errant throw. Intercepted by Andrew Armstrong, and the Orange take advantage. About to take a 10-point lead here with Andre Schmidt, the Lou Groza prospect, getting ready to boot it through the uprights. And this crowd is going nuts as they're about to get another big win here. It is up, and it is good. 10-point lead for the Orange. Dante Strickland taking it up the middle and diving into the end zone for 6. Dino Babers loves it. Eric Dungy and Dino Babers went up with a nice little shoulder bump there. Those two, quite the combination. Then Custis wanted to get in on the action, and they did it. And you love to see that kind of charisma and that kind of culture here out of your head coach and all of your players. The victory bell is ringing. The train horn went off, and Syracuse looks like they're about to win this ball game. We'll send you away, and we'll be right back to see the conclusion of this game. How about Eric Dungy, though, tonight? Delivering strikes up and down the field, setting up big plays. And this kid's been electrifying, as he has his whole entire career. We'll be right back. We're back in the Loud House Carrier Dome as Sterling Hofstrichter boots it away. And it's going to be returned on this one. Gutsy decision, and Syracuse is all over it. He's not going to get anywhere near the 25-yard line. The return team for Syracuse makes an absolutely huge play there. Number 29, John Sweetwood on the tackle, a big special teams contributor for the Orange. 480 passing yards thus far tonight by Eric Dungy. That's the most under Dino Babers in his entire career. That goes for Bowling Green. That goes for Jimmy Garoppolo at Eastern Illinois. That goes for everything. Finley looking for a last gasp of air here in the shotgun. Obviously looking deep. Pressure's coming. Pass is complete towards the left sideline to Emezi. Emezi is stopped far shy of the first down. Tackle on the play by Scoop Bradshaw. 45 seconds continue to tick away. Second down and 3. Under 40 now left to play. A fumbled snap here by Finley as a pass is complete to Kelvin Harmon, but they're going to say a flag prior to the snap. It's either encroachment, and it is. Nope. It is not encroachment. It's going to be a false start on NC State. Costly mistake there is going to lose them 5. 38 seconds left, 2nd and 8. And this game's clearly over. Even if you score a touchdown here, you need an onside kick, and you need a field goal. And Syracuse is going to come away with a huge win here. 28 seconds left now because of a 10-second runoff, and the clock ticks. 25, 24, 23, that close to victory. As pressure's going to come, a pass is complete to Kelvin Harmon. He's going to have the first down. It's not going to matter whatsoever. Andrew Armstrong on the tackle, along with number 42, Sean Onwalu, really an unsung hero for Syracuse. No one really talks much about. Finley looking for a big play. This is going to be the last one of the ball game. Sails out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Syracuse 51, number 22 ranked, NC State 41. What a win for Dino Babers and his program. They reached bowl eligibility for the first time since 2013. That's a pretty nice looking 6-2 record. And this team all led by that man right there, number 2 quarterback, Eric Dungy. That's going to do it for us on Orange Heat here tonight. My name's Giovanni Heater, as always. Thank you for joining me, and that's it. Syracuse 51, NC State 41. Let's go Orange, baby. Woo!